We reached the guest room. Natsuki speaks first.
Holy shit, I never heard you talk like that before.
I can't believe how arrogant she can be. Natsuki sits down on the bed.
Thank you, by the way, for standing up for me.
She had no right to talk to you like that.
Yuri, hey, it's over now. Why don't you take some deep breaths?
As I start to calm down, it dawns on me what I did. I guess I lost control for a moment.
You think? You were like a different person or something.
It felt like someone else was controlling me. I couldn't help myself. I just couldn't stand to listen to her say those things. We sit quietly for several minutes. I start to think about what mother and father might say to me about this. Natsuki is the first to break the silence.
I understand how it can happen. Sometimes I let my anger get the better of me. Even just today I snapped at Sayori for no reason.
But you didn't tell me that. What happened?
She saw me reaching out to the vending machine to pick up my phone, and I had just gotten a message about my grandma. I reacted badly. She was just checking to see if I was okay.
Natsuki, you don't have to apologize to her the first chance you get. Or, no, you do have to. Sayori doesn't know you were upset about something else. She'll think you're mad at her.
I know, I felt bad as soon as I ran away. But my point is, it seems to happen to me a lot.
Natsuki looks more sad and vulnerable in this moment than I've ever seen her, or I ever saw her. I try to talk to her the way my father spoke to me. You've changed a lot since I have known you, though these are still going to be times when you get angry, but I know that's not who you are. These? I guess you mean, well, yeah, there are still going to be times. I decided to leave it at that, rather than make a lengthy case out of it. Natsuki doesn't need to be lectured. Then.
Maybe I need help.
If you're saying you want to learn anger management, then I should sign up too after tonight. Natsuki giggles slightly.
Well, I think you control your anger well already, most of the time. I kind of wonder, though. I just said.
What's that?
Well, why is it that you hold these feelings? Why do you wait until you're pushed to the limit before you say something?
I was taught to be respectful.
No, I don't mean just your parents. I've seen you lots of times where you look like you want to say something, but then don't. I've seen you lots of times.
I never realized anyone could tell I was doing that. I guess it's just habit. I tired to be more social when I was younger, but it seems to just make people want to stay away from me. Yeah, tired. I tired to be. Now I am the one feeling downcast.
You just needed to talk to the right people, like me.
She gets a smile out of me with that one, but I start to think about all the times I held back when I really want to talk. My thoughts turned to what happened at the clubroom today. I must have made some kind of strange facial expression, because Natsuki leans in like she's studying me.
What are you thinking about?
I was actually thinking about Monica.
What about her?
I didn't tell you this, but she acted really strange today. I asked her if she was all right, and she snapped at me.
What? Monica?
She apologized a moment later, but she really didn't seem like herself the whole meeting.
You know, I noticed a few strange things too. Did her reaction when Sakamoto said that the childhood friend was his favorite character?
Vaguely.
She looked really pissed, but she was staring at Sayori like it was her fault. And they were talking about some kind of video game. How would Monica even know these details? She doesn't even play video games. Even if she did, she wouldn't play these kinds of games at least, or like that.
That's true. It does seem suspicious.
Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm ready to go to bed now.
Of course. Let me know if you need anything.
Thanks, Yuri. I want you to know I really appreciate it.
Anytime. I don't think I'm going to try to read anything tonight. I'm ready for bed too. I just hope my mom won't stay angry at me for long. I close the door to the guest room on my way out.
Is that going to do it? Is that it for now? Oh, there's still more.
I wake up from a terrible dream. I had a job at some sort of office, a law firm, maybe, and it was full of highly educated people who all spoke in highly technical terms. Everyone was gathered in a large space, and I was called on to speak to the group. There had been a huge error that cost the company millions of dollars, and I was supposed to explain what happened and how to prevent it from ever occurring again. When I tried to talk, or when I tired to talk, I stumbled over my words and struggled to phrase my thoughts in a way that sounded professional. I sounded like a high school kid in front of these high-achieving people with successful careers. It was clear I didn't fit in. The last thing I remember was deciding that I would never let myself be embarrassed like that again, even if it meant getting an entry-level job that required no prior experience. I sit up in bed and reflect on the dream as it plays back through my mind, hazy and vague. The feeling is still stuck with me. I don't want to live with that fear every day. I decide right then that this is the day I'm going to make a change. Yesterday, before I left for school, Father challenged me to look into some techniques people use to overcome negative thoughts. I didn't get a chance to follow up on it, as things got pretty hectic. I pick up my phone and open an app I use for reminders. I make a note to search online as soon as I get a chance. Then I begin to get ready. When I get downstairs, the first I see is Natsuki. She is with my dad in the kitchen. He's making breakfast while she reads a manga.
Good morning, Harry.
Good morning, Father. Natsuki, you're up earlier than expected.
That's because I got a special treatment, my own private wake-up call.
Huh?
Your mother woke up Nancy to make sure she would be she would be on time.
I let out a groan. I'm so sorry, Natsuki. I had no idea she would do something like that. Father, why would you let her?
I didn't know until it already happened.
Father puts out breakfast for Natsuki and I, and we begin eating.
We did talk quite a bit, but I don't think your mother is going to change overnight.
Well, she can't keep hounding Natsuki like this if she won't let up. I look at Natsuki. I know you won't want to keep staying over if she acts like this. You'll find somewhere else one way or another, no matter how much I beg you not to leave.
Nah.
Nah? What do you mean, nah?
Well, your dad explained to me that it's just how she is and not take it personally. Not take it too personally. She doesn't know all the ways I've changed, and she isn't likely to take the time to see it for herself, so I realize it's not anti-thing I actually did. It's just the kind of person she is.
There's no way Natsuki should be this calm after the argument at dinner last night and getting woken up this morning. So, what does that mean? You don't care how she's treating you?
Oh, I was pretty mad at first, but like I said, after talking with your dad, I realized there wasn't any reason to let it affect me.
You don't do that.
I don't what?
You don't let things just go without reacting. You aren't capable of ignoring insults. You get upset about everything.
She decided she doesn't want to go through the day feeling like that anymore.
My mouth just hangs open, as if I have no control over it anymore. I point to my father. Oh, what did he say to you? Natsuki giggles a little and looks over at my father before answering.
He explained to me that the way I react to things is entirely my choice. He said, no one can make you angry without your permission, so I'm not giving my permission.
You changed your entire outlook on life over this one conversation.
It'll probably take some practice, but yeah, I decided I needed to take more control over my emotion.
I look back and forth between Natsuki and Father, completely stunned. Father smiles at me.
Yeah, you could make the same decision for yourself anytime you wanted to.
But I don't get into fights with people and start yelling.
You might not do that except for last night, of course, but you let your emotions control you in other ways. Like how we've been talking about the past couple of days. How we've been talking.
Yeah. But how is it that Natsuki can decide to switch on this new attitude, yet I'm still struggling with the feeling like there's something wrong with me? Natsuki just continues grinning as she asks for seconds. After Natsuki and I say goodbye to Father, we start the walk to school. We're both pretty quiet for the first few minutes. I can't get over this. Natsuki thinks she'll be able to control her temper just because she's decided she wants to. I'm glad you're trying not to be so cranky anymore.
You don't sound very convinced.
Well, it's just put a period here, or don't make this capitalized.
I get it. It's a big change. Who knows? Maybe I'll throw my next fit before we even get to the building. but at least I want to start working towards some sort of change. Don't need this F.
I let her words sink in. We walk in silence another few minutes. I want that too. I expected Natsuki to respond by asking me what I meant, but she looks at me knowingly and nods.
Yeah, I know your anxiety's been bothering you for a while now. I'm sorry I never really had any ideas to help you with that.
That's okay. I wouldn't expect you to. It's not your job, and I try not to show it to anymore, but it's not like I hide it very well. Natsuki stops. I take a step before I realize she's stopped moving, so I turn to face her.
It is my job. You're one of my closest friends. The closest I have, really. I should have made an effort when I knew you were struggling. And your dad is right. You can make the same choice I did any time.
I think about this as I look down. When I lift my head to look at her, again I'm smiling. You're my closest friend, too.
Aw, friendship.
Oh, don't forget you have to talk to Sayori as soon as possible.
I know, I'm going to apologize as many times as it...
Morning, ladies. Says someone.
Natsuki and I turn heads in the direction of this chirpy voice. Hi, Monica. We try to greet her politely, but we can't quite match her enthusiasm. When it's still this early, Natsuki and I just aren't that kinetic. Don't capitalize this I. As we walk, Natsuki and I bring Monica up to speed on grandmother's medical emergency. She is surprised to learn that my mother allowed Natsuki to stay over.
I mean, I don't know your dad that well, but the times I've seen him, he seemed pretty easygoing. But your mom...
Yeah, I know. She had her issues with Natsuki. I guess in this situation she just saw it was the right to do. Not the right thing, just the right to do. Just as we're about to enter the school, we hear Sayori calling from behind.
Everyone, wait up! Don't go in without us! Oh, I'm glad we caught you. How is everyone? Say good morning, Hallie.
Good morning, everyone.
Everyone said their good mornings.
You got him trained pretty well. Impressive.
Sakamoto-san rolls his eyes at Natsuki, but doesn't respond. She smiles, but continues on without acknowledging him.
Sayori, can I talk to you for a minute? Sure, is everything okay?
They step off to the side, and Natsuki begins to speak in quieter tones. Monica turns her back to them and whispers to me.
Is something going on?
Natsuki is apologizing. She yelled at Sayori for no reason.
Really? What happened?
Miss Sayori just got the wrong idea. It was Natsuki's fault for the way she acted. That's why she's apologizing.
Wow, she's capable of admitting she makes mistakes?
Now Sakamoto-san is getting the glare from Monica and I both.
You realize you hardly know anything about her, right?
Monica immediately defends her friend. I didn't like his remark either. I begin to feel my anger rise, but when I look at him, something stops me. Why? Why am I afraid what I feel? Monica's right here expressing the same sentiment. It's 2 against 1. But I think what's causing me to hesitate, even though he insulted my friend, I would feel bad if both Monica and I were trying to reprimand him. Or rather, if Monica and I were to reprimand him. There we go. Sakamoto-san seems taken aback by Monica's harsh tone.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sure they'll make up real quick.
As if on cue, Sayori and Natsuki return.
It's okay, everyone. The tennyson is over. Not the tension, the tennyson.
For you two, maybe.
Sakamoto-san looks genuinely regretful. Part of me feels guilty even though I never said anything. Still, he apologized immediately. I didn't expect that. Monica gathered us together.
Before we head to class, I want to tell everyone to start thinking about what the literature club can do for the festival. I have my own ideas, but I want to give everyone the chance to contribute.
We don't get to enjoy the festival?
It will depend on what we end up doing, but the priority is to get other students interested in the literature club. We need to recruit some underclassmen to join, or there won't be anyone to continue the club after we graduate. But I'm sure that whatever we decide, we will probably have time to visit the rest of the festival once we finish.
I'm trying to think if there were any other club presentations from previous years that could give us an idea.
I don't really remember seeing any presentations in past years. That's because you spent all your time going around to the refreshment stands. Oh yeah, I remember now. You'll go to the booths with me this year, won't you, Hallie?
I think it would be nice if we all went together, but it's like Monica said, we need to figure out what our presentation will be before we plan anything else.
Don't worry, Sayori. I'm sure we'll have lots of time to sample some of the refreshments. Oh, I won't settle for just sampling some. I'm a completist. I have to try everything. I'll be completionist, okay?
The first bell warns us that we need to get to class. We say our goodbyes as we go in separate directions to our classrooms. Almost everyone else is already in class by the time I get there, even some I have a minute or two before things get started. Since the other students are all involved in conversations, I take out my phone to start the search I have been meaning to do. I type in controlling negative thoughts. When the results don't load immediately, I realize I had the Wi-Fi on my phone turned off. I go into the settings and flip it back on, but before I can refresh the search, someone speaks to me.
So how did the meeting go yesterday, said a mystery person?
I look up to see Ree leaning back to talk, but it takes a moment before I realize what she's asking about. Oh, the literature club.
Yeah, I'm curious to know how your new member is working out.
I guess I would say it wasn't bad, overall. I thought he was going to cause problems at first, but then it seems like he really didn't mean to. He might end up actually fitting in.
I still don't buy it. I'm sure I overheard him say something once about how he doesn't read anything or watch anime. And how the only club he would ever consider joining was the anime club. He seems way more suited to that.
Well, we have to share poems today, so we'll see how much effort he put into that.
Sakamoto writing poetry? Ugh, I wouldn't be surprised if he thinks picking out random words is poetry.
So you think he just joined to have more time with Sayori?
Actually, I think you're the one who should be careful of that guy.
What? Me? Do you realize what my mother would do if he tried something, or if he tired something on me?
Your mom would have to get in line. He would be having a little sit down with me first. But, you know, I'm not the only one who thinks that's what he's up to, right? Other people are saying the same thing.
But me? I don't get a chance to learn anymore, as the teacher calls us to attention. I spent too much class time trying to think about why anyone would assume Sakamoto-san is joining the club to get closer to me. If he was interested, wouldn't he have tried to talk to me at some point before? Although, it was pretty weird how he looked at me yesterday. Ree's warning stays on my mind for several more class periods, but I don't get another chance to talk with her. When it gets to time for the club, when lowercase it gets to be time for the club, I head towards the stairs as usual. On the way, I pass by Chris, who stops to talk with me. I forget what voice he gave me. I remember.
Hey, Tanaka-san, how is Natsuki's grandma doing?
Hello, Okamoto-san. She was much better than I expected. I haven't heard anything yet today. Wait, Dan. I clicked out.
Actually, do you mind if I ask you something else?
Oh, sure. Do you want to use an empty classroom to talk?
No, let's just step over here. If we keep our voices loud, no one will pay any attention.
We move to a space out of the way of other students passing by.
I was just wondering if you know if anything was going on with your club president.
Monica, I think there is, but she hadn't said anything, so I'm just guessing.
She was acting strange in class the other day. She seemed like she was out and out, which I never seen her do before. I've never seen her do before. And when I tired to talk with her, she would ask me what my name was. It was so bizarre.
Yeah, yesterday I tried to talk to her when she was staring off into space, and she snapped at me.
Snapped? You mean like yelled at you?
Yeah, like you said, it was like her. It was like her at all. Totally like her.
And no one has any idea what could be wrong.
Not for sure, but it could have something to do with Sakamoto-san. She acted especially strange on him.
You think it's because she likes him?
I kind of wondered that at first. It definitely seemed like they had some kind of history. But she didn't look happy to see him, or upset either. She just seemed confused. When he came into the room, she was acting like she couldn't understand how he had gotten there. However, this morning she reprimanded him. Oh, I added I had gotten here but it does need a had there. Also, she reprimanded him, not past tense, reprimand.
Oh, that doesn't make any sense.
I know, it was so confusing, I don't know what to think.
Okay, well, hopefully between the four of you together, you'll be able to look out for each other, especially you.
What do you mean, especially me?
Hey, Chris, come on.
Oh, this someone else didn't.
We can't start the club without our club president.
You mean come on?
Sorry, Yuri, I gotta go. I'll see you later. Be careful, okay?
Chris hurries off, leaving me too confused to react. With everyone cautioning me like this, I should probably be on high alert, but for some reason, I just don't feel like I have anything to worry about. How is that possible?
Well, I don't know how much further the Yuri demo goes, but I'm kind of caught up to where I need to be for now, so I think we're going to call it there. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you next time with more Welcome to the Literature Club player. Hope to see you then. Bye-bye!